So it looked like DiJonai Carrington just got booted from the Dallas Wings.
DiJonai, your game was stinking in the mud, and the Dallas Wings wanted nothing to do with you going forward.
DiJonai Carrington was supposed to be one of the WNBA's great success stories. Just last season, she was celebrated for her relentless defense, earning all defensive first-team honors and the coveted Most Improved Player award. Coaches praised her energy. Analysts called her the heartbeat of Dallas's defense. Fans were convinced they were watching a player destined to dominate the league for years. She was more than a good defender. She was a momentum shifter. Every possession she touched felt charged with intensity.
Now, DiJonai Carrington couldn't keep her hands clean either. Would stand out of headlines on the internet. She was always in headlines, punching players in the eye. And then we have to remember, she nearly injured Paige. Like, everybody forgot about that. Y'all remember when she nearly injured Paige, nearly took her whole knee out? Like, we got to remember all of those things transpired during this basketball season, man. For her to tell you, they made it their business to get rid of her.
But somewhere between the accolades and the opening tip of 2025, that intensity began turning into something else, something darker. Carrington's style shifted from calculated pressure to uncontrolled aggression. It wasn't just a matter of playing hard. By mid-season, incidents started stacking up like warning signs. Hard contact plays were no longer just part of the game. They were sparking injury scares, referee confrontations, and a growing chorus of critics who believed she had crossed the line from competitive to reckless.
DiJonai, DiJonai, you're always in a dirty play. DiJonai, DiJonai, once again, here we are today. Oh, DiJonai, DiJonai.
For Dallas Wings management, the question was no longer whether Carrington could play. It was whether her presence was worth the mounting controversy. And as the season unfolded, it became clear that every game carried the risk of another headline, one that had nothing to do with points, rebounds, or wins.
As everyone else has seen this angle, I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
The tipping point didn't come from a single bad play. It came from a pattern everyone could see. 4 flagrant fouls in a single season, each one against high-profile players. Caitlin Clark took an eye poke that left her with a visible bruise. Skylar Diggins caught a hard shot to the head on a drive. Jessica Shepard absorbed a facial hit, while Carrington's own teammate, Paige Buchers, nearly suffered a knee injury in the same chaotic sequence. Over and over, the tape showed contact to the head or face, the kind of targeting that quickly turns public opinion against a player.
Went and kind of swatted at Caitlin. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
And here's the thing. These weren't just random, one-off plays. The angles, the aftermath, the lack of remorse. It painted a picture of a player either unable or unwilling to control the damage she was causing. It was this growing consistency and controversy that made even her supporters uneasy. People started asking, is Carrington a fierce competitor or a liability waiting to happen?
Let's watch it, and this will give us a couple of different angles.
Directions of games. There's your tip. Diggins, who's still fast, gets down the floor, buries it, draws the foul, but is shaken up.
If you're watching this right now, we dig into stories like this because we break them down in ways most channels don't. Fact-checked, detailed, and without the fluff. But to keep doing that, I need your help. Tap the subscribe button right now. Hit like so YouTube knows this is worth sharing, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Was Carrington treated unfairly, or was Dallas right to move on? Your input actually shapes future videos here, so if you've got an opinion, I want to hear it.
At first glance, this might not look too bad, but when we get some different angles of it, you just see how this is clearly, definitely, 100% not a basketball play. Let's take a look. We got DiJonai.
Signals for the officials that this will likely get upgraded.
DiJonai, did you forget what sport you're playing? You know this is basketball, right?
It's rare, almost unheard of, for a referee to need security after a basketball game. These are trained professionals, used to heated arguments, tense moments, and split-second decisions under pressure. But on May 30th, 2025, during a post-game exchange after Dallas's loss to the Chicago Sky, veteran referee Roy Golbayan made an unprecedented move. After speaking briefly with Carrington, he signaled for security to step in.
DiJonai Carrington is clearly a dirty player. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if Chin, what do you have going on in that mind of yours? Are you okay? DiJonai, are you okay? DiJonai, are you okay? Are you okay? DiJonai, are you okay? DiJonai, are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, DiJonai. Get it together, collect your thoughts, collect your emotions, because the last thing we need to see you is crash out.
What exactly was said in that moment remains disputed. Carrington insists it was a civil conversation, but the very fact that a seasoned official felt uncomfortable enough to call for backup says a lot. This wasn't just about a single game or a single foul. It was about a reputation that had been building all season. When your presence on the court makes referees feel they need protection, that's no longer a basketball issue. It's a trust issue.
Ball's being pushed down court. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, this will be a better angle of it. I think we'll be able to see how hard the foul is right here. That's a hard foul, and she does get her in the face when she's coming down.
The optics were disastrous. Cameras caught the moment, social media exploded, and fans who had already been critical saw this as proof their concerns were justified. For the league, it was a reminder that certain patterns can't be ignored forever, no matter how much talent is involved.
She basically reached around Shepard's body, but the fact that she went for the basketball and for the block really...
The basketball play.
Yeah, it is. And she ends up getting Shepard in the face, the nose. I don't know which takes precedent. Oh, see, it's the hit the ball and then it's the pull back. They're showing it on the Jumbotron at a different angle that sort of looked like, watch after Carrington goes for the block, watch her pull back right here. And that's the part that I don't know if you separate that.
By this point, public opinion had shifted. Clips of the eye poke, the headshot on Diggins, the dangerous foul involving Shepard and Beckers, they were all over YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Hashtags branding Carrington as a dirty player trended after nearly every game she played. Analysts debated her intent, but fans didn't seem to need convincing. They were already calling for suspensions, benchings, and in some cases, for her to be traded outright.
Like, I'm sorry, you don't get to plow through somebody's back, almost injure a teammate, and then say, yeah. And then, like, claim that you've done nothing. You've done nothing. Like, and people are like, stand on business. She's like trying to laugh at it. I'm like, no, you're just Pat Bev. You're not Draymond, you're Pat Bev. Like, realistically, you're Pat Bev. That's it. And like, look, I mean this when I say this. It was a dangerous play only for Paige.
Carrington wasn't silent. She fired back online, telling fans she just played hard ASF and that people were overreacting. But by then, perception had hardened. In sports, reputation is a powerful thing, and once you've been labeled, every action is filtered through that lens. Even clean plays start to look suspicious. Dallas management had a decision to make: keep defending their player and risk further PR damage, or cut their losses and move forward without the constant drama. The answer came faster than most expected.
Was it a flagrant 1? Yes. Could it have been called a flagrant 2? Yes. Was it more dangerous to Paige Beckers than anyone else? Because Paige Beckers was the one who was the person with the break Jessica Shepard's fall. Could she have blown out her teammate's knee? Yeah. Like, that is what, like, realistically, that is what the conversation should be about. Because she wanted the Kiki Iriafen viral meme. Because as soon as she did it, look at what she does as soon as she did it. As soon as she did it, she walks towards Jessica Shepard and just tries to do the Kiki Iriafen face.
On August 3rd, 2025, the news broke. the Dallas Wings were sending DiJonai Carrington to the Minnesota Lynx. In exchange, Dallas received former number 1, second overall pick Diamond Miller, veteran sharpshooter Carly Samuelson, and a 2027 second-round draft pick. The deal sent shockwaves through the WNBA, not just because of the names involved, but because it felt like the culmination of months of tension.
WNBA player who tried to rip Caitlin Clark's eye out. Zach Dean over at Outkick, hilarious. They tried to rip Caitlin Clark's eye out, has security called on her by ref. That's right. The referee had to call security on DiJonai Carrington. I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, hell, who wants to catch a stray eye gouge, a scoopage of the eyeball out, watching your eyeball roll across the floor because somebody's mad at one of your calls?
For Dallas, it was a chance to reset. Miller brings youth, size, and scoring ability. Samuelson offers experience and one of the league's most reliable three-point strokes. And that future pick could become another valuable piece in the coming seasons. The Wings gained talent without inheriting the baggage that had dominated so many headlines.
Check this out right here. Yeah, you see this guy right here? Right in this Gentile area? You see this guy? The ref asked this dude to step out here. All right? Now, Cheryl Swoops wants this referee fired. She wants him fired. Look, he felt something. He felt something was amiss. Of course, Cheryl Swoops is defending DiJonai Carrington.
For Minnesota, the move was bold and risky. The Lynx were already a top contender sitting near the top of the standings. Adding Carrington meant betting that her defensive edge would outweigh the risk of disruption. It was a calculated gamble, the kind that could either push them to a championship or blow up spectacularly.
DiJonai Carrington, we are not even 10 games into the season. There are more times than not of DiJonai playing dirty, get a flagrant foul. Oh my goodness, DiJonai, what's wrong with you, man? Is this what your coaches condone? Is this what your coaches, like, Christy 2.0, whatever you want to call this coach? I mean, are we condoning this?
The Lynx are no strangers to big personalities. Under head coach Cheryl Reeve, Minnesota has built a championship culture on toughness, discipline, and accountability. The idea, at least on paper, is that this structure can channel Carrington's intensity into something productive. Reeve believes she can get her to play with the same energy without crossing the line.
It said breaking, Dallas Wings DiJonai Carrington has been traded to the Minnesota Lynx in exchange for Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, and Minnesota 2027 second-round pick. The team's sources has confirmed that.
And there's no denying Carrington's defensive talent. She's a nightmare matchup for opposing guards, relentless on the perimeter, and capable of shifting momentum with a single stop. If she can keep her play clean, she gives the Lynx something they didn't have, a defensive enforcer who can also score in transition.
Now that's crazy, because last time we seen DiJonai Carrington interacting with Minnesota players, y'all remember this on Stud Buds, right? Listen.
Just watch your step.
Academy, ball.
I got
this. Okay, well now we're even because your dog's shit and piss in our room.
Oh, wow.
We're even.
Hey, all right, one more thing. Hey, I love how direct you are.
Let's Courtney, it's time to go.
Ball, bitch. Just watch your step.
Academy,
No, we all remember that. That was quite funny.
But the risk is obvious. If Carrington's old habits resurface, if the fouls pile up, if tensions with referees return, Minnesota could find itself in the middle of the same storm Dallas just escaped. And in the high-pressure environment of a playoff run, that's the last distraction a team needs.
Hey, DiJonai, they not really rocking with you. They're trying to get rid of you. They're giving no reassurance that they want you around at all. You can't get in the game in the fourth quarters. You're buried in the bench. You've been awful this season. It looks like you've forgotten how to play basketball completely. And what do you know? Good morning. DiJonai Carrington has been traded. DiJonai Carrington has been traded to the Minnesota Lynx. Boy, boy, boy.
This trade isn't just about two teams swapping players. It's about where the league draws the line on behavior. Physical play has always been part of basketball, but there's a difference between tough defense and dangerous play. Carrington's story forces the WNBA to confront that line head-on.
And she's not going to be going for your tomfoolery, your BS. When you get over there, trim the nails down, play basketball, and stop all that nonsense that you be doing. Stop all the flagrant fouling. Look, Cheryl Reeves ain't going to be going for all that. She ain't going to be going for your bull crap. You will be buried in the bench over there too. Cheryl Reeves will bury your ass in the bench over there too. Bring your game, not your name. Bring your game, not your fake fame.
The league has been under growing pressure to protect its players and its image. Allowing repeat incidents without significant consequences can erode trust, not just among players, but among fans. When a player's name is more associated with controversy than performance, it becomes a league-wide problem.
Listen, DiJonai, I told you last time. I'm going to tell you again. You better bring your game to Minnesota or next season you might not even be here. You might not even be here next year. You might be playing on a minimum next year to be in this league. Straight up. You got to understand, you was the same person going on podcasts talking about if we don't get what we want, we sitting and all that. You're not even good enough to be out here talking like that.
If Minnesota can help Carrington rebuild her image, it will be a win for everyone. But if the pattern continues, it could spark calls for stricter enforcement, harsher penalties, and even policy changes around player conduct. For Carrington, this is more than a trade. It's a lifeline, a chance to prove that she can be as disciplined as she is intense, as respected as she is feared. The Lynx have given her the stage, but it's up to her to decide whether this chapter becomes a redemption story or another cautionary tale. For the WNBA, the next few months will be telling. If this gamble works, it will reinforce the idea that the right environment can reshape even the most polarizing players. If it fails, it will underline the importance of addressing patterns before they spiral out of control. If you've made it this far, you're exactly the kind of viewer who makes this channel worth building. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now, give this video a like so more people see it, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Dallas just save their season? Or did Minnesota make the smartest move of the year? I'll be reading every comment, and your take might even make it into the next video.